Hello everyone. So in this episode of Aula Internacional Plus A1.1, we have just started our unit number second, Unidad 2, Quiero Aprender Español. And in the last class, we talked about el artículo determinado, that is the definite article. Now in this episode, we will talk about el artículo indeterminado. Minado, which means indefinite article. Now in English, they are equivalent to a or an, but in Spanish, it is for masculine, we use un, like un curso. For feminine, we use una playa. Unlike in English, where we have only the singular forms of a or an, okay, in Spanish, we do have the plural form. Plural, masculine is unos cursos, unos mensajes. And for feminine, we have unas playas, unas series. Okay. Now here these unos and unas, what does they mean? They both mean some or few. Okay. So some courses, few courses, basically it is some, not few, some beaches, some series, etc. Okay, so this is the specific meaning of unos and unas. So here in Spanish, we do have artículo indeterminado, in which we have a or an and their respective plural forms. They do exist. Okay. Back here in the textbook, let's do a quick revision. Let's take a quick overview here. So it is the topic number, however, not covering this topic in detail because here you have to simply identify the articles. Okay. So un libro, what does this mean? A book. Un libro en español. El último libro de Poniatowska está muy bien. El último. Último means ultimate or the last. ¿Quieres ver una película? Una. Quiero ver la nueva película. La película. Las películas. ¿Ok? El libro. El libro, los libros, la película, las películas, un libro, unos libros, una película, unas películas. ¿Ok? Backside, let's go for the exercise session. Exercise number 13. Now we have to simply see the this exercise we will do, but not right now. First, we will see the other specific things, which related things, that is the conjugation part. Okay, because for this specifically, we have to learn a lot of meanings like quieres, ir, etc. So here I'm pausing it, and we are just simply switching to our present tense. I think there is one more topic. Okay, let us finish that first. Okay, yeah, let's combine both of them together. Yeah, this one is I think we did it, I guess. Yeah, this one we did already. Okay then. Yeah. This exercise, the speaking exercise, we will do in the coming session. So today we can talk about presente de indicativo. We will talk about the verb conjugation. Presente de indicativo. So it is a simple present tense. Now, what does this mean? Here we're going to talk about regular verbs. Regular verbs in Spanish, they end in R, er, and ir. So, for example, we have hablar, then comprar, comprar. With er, we have comprender, comer. Here we can also write one more, escuchar. Yes, explicar, we also did in the beginning, explicar. Yeah. Then we have escribir, escribir. Also, if I remove everything, we will get ir. Yeah, ir is again a very important verb here. We will cover. Then we also have here salir. Salir. I will tell you the meanings, obviously. First, let us see the verbs. Then the chapter title, aprender, aprender. So you can notice that hablar, comprar, escuchar, explicar, they all are ending in R. Yes. Then comprender, comer, aprender, escribir, salir. Now, ir is, yeah, it is a verb. It is again an ir verb, but it has a meaning. So we will see this. Now, in English, like alongside the verb, alongside the pronoun or the noun, whatever you are using, your verb takes certain kind of endings. For example, hablar in Spanish, it means to speak. So if in English I want to say in present tense, so I will say I speak. But for he, I will say he speaks. So there is an ending. Yes. For he, she, it, we are using S. But for I'm not attaching anything. Similarly, in Spanish, we also have some endings called as conjugation. Okay. So you have to put the ending, heading conjugation of our verbs. So with yo, the ending is, now how we proceed? Simple, remove R from the verb, like we have hablar. So we will remove R. I will get hable. Okay. Hable. In this R, this is what we call as root. Now, what is a conjugation? Root plus verb ending. Now, what are these verb endings? They are as per the subject. Like for O, for yo, the ending is O, which means hablo. God, these combinations are so annoying. Okay. Two, we have the ending as called as hablas. Él, ella, usted. The ending here, the ending we use a, which means habla. Nosotros, 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 amos, hablamos, vosotros, país, habláis, and ellos, ellas, ustedes hablan. So the conjugation of the verb hablar is, let us write here, hablo, hablas, habla, hablamos, habláis, hablan. Hablo, hablas, habla, hablamos, habláis, hablan. Okay, so this is our verb hablar. It is not hablar, it is hablar. Okay, hablar, to speak. So obviously this particular verb we're going to use for idiomas. Los idiomas. What are those idiomas? However, we do have articles for the languages, but we don't actually use them. So for English, we use the word inglés. Okay, all are like all the languages are masculine. Obviously, idioma is masculine. Yeah? Inglés, francés, alemán, alemán, chino, ruso, árabe, italiano, español. Okay. Now, if you want to if you want to make a question in Spanish, we want to ask someone. Here, alemán, I think it is new, so it is German. Then we have chino is Chinese. Ruso is Russian. Arabe is Arabic. Italiano is Italian. Espanol is Spanish. Francés is French. English is English. Now, if you want to ask someone, want to ask, do you speak Spanish? No, you're not supposed to do anything. Simple. Simply write the verb. Okay, like if you are using the to form, so you can say hablas español. Hablas español. So the reply would be sí, yo hablo español. Yo hablo español. Hablas español. Sí, yo hablo español. Or you can make it a little bit like formal. Habla español. Habla español. Sí, yo hablo español. Obviously, you can remove this pronomen. Sorry, pronombre. So yo hablo español. ¿Hablas español? Sí, yo hablo español. ¿Habla español? Sí, hablo español. Okay. Now, if I want to say that he speaks German. Él habla alemán. él habla alemán. She speaks, ella habla ruso. She speaks Russian. Hablamos italiano. Hablan francés. Él habla alemán, ella habla ruso, hablamos italiano, hablan francés. Okay? Let's come back here and we can notice on the page number, página número 36. Now, idiomas. En español, el nombre del idioma casi siempre coincide con la forma masculina del gentilicio. Okay? So most of the time, casi siempre, which means casi siempre is almost. So almost like almost every time it takes the masculine form. Okay. So these are idioma. Okay. And this is the verb conjugation of the that is the verb hablar. Let's back here. I think size number 14. Let us check on the back side. Okay, let us do all the escuchar, trabajar, comprar. Okay, these are the verbs. They are also ending in ar. So escuchar is to listen, to hear something. So escucho. Okay, let me fill it. Escuchas, escucha, escuchamos, escuchamos, escuchan, escuchan. Trabajar, trabajo, trabajas, trabaja, trabajamos, trabajáis, trabajan. Compro, compras, compra, compramos, compramos, compráis, compran. So comprar is to buy something. Escuchar is to listen. Trabajar is to work. And comprar is to buy something. Okay. So these are other verbs and their other are verbs which are the verbs which are ending in are and their respective conjugations. Okay. Let us conjugate one more verb here, which is also given in your book. And let us build some sentences. Okay. The verb is estudiar. Estudiar is to study. Estudio, estudias, estudia, estudiamos, estudiáis, estudian. So if you want to say, like say someone is studying Spanish, estudia español, estudia español, Or if I want to ask someone, what do you study? So I'll use ¿qué estudias? ¿Qué estudias? Now, in the previous chapter, we also talked about la universidad. So I can say estudio en estudio en la universidad, universidad, universidad. Estudio en la universidad. Okay. Or I can say I study. Now this is all present tense. Okay. I study Spanish and English. Let us first frame the sentence. Okay. English in the university, obviously. So I study Spanish and English in the not let us say not English. Okay, there is a twist. Okay, let us change it to German. Let us change it to German for the time being. I'll tell you later on because there is some grammatical changes we have to experience here. So let us not study English. Let us study German. So in the university. Or at the university, whatever, you can just correct the English. Estudio, because I'm using it so that you can just directly translate it. Estudio español. Estudio español y alemán en la universidad. Universidad. Estudio español y alemán en la universidad. Estudio español y alemán en la universidad. So I study Spanish and German at the university. Let us change it at the university. Und hablo inglés y italiano. I speak English and Italian. Okay. Now we can complete our introduction using all those verbs like llamarse. Okay. Then we have trabajar. We have used trabajar. We can also use then estudio and estudiar and hablar. Okay. Let us say me llamo Carlos Rodrigo. Soy de Madrid, de India. Sorry, de España. De España. Tengo 23 años. Trabajo como soy estudiante, ¿ok? Soy estudiante y trabajo como camarero en un restaurante. Yeah. Camarero en un restaurante, ¿ok? estudio, let us say ahora. Ahora estudio alemán y inglés en la universidad, en la universidad y hablo español y italiano. Me llamo Carlos Rodrigo, soy de Madrid, de España, tengo 23 años, soy estudiante y trabajo como camarero en un restaurante. Ahora estudio alemán y inglés en la universidad y hablo español y italiano. Or let us say, yeah, let's remove this. We can simply say, hablo español, italiano. Yes, so it's a very brief 3-line or 4-line kind of an introduction. Of someone. Okay, so me llamo I think it would be okay. Yeah. Me llamo Carlos Rodrigo, soy de Madrid, España. Or you can remove this, yeah? So Madrid of Spain instead of saying so Madrid, España. That is also fine. Yeah. And sorry, and we have yeah. Then we have soy estudiante y trabajo como camarero en un restaurante. Ahora estudio alemán y inglés en la universidad y hablo español italiano. Okay. Now you can change these. You can change them. Do the necessary changes. Yes, for female, male, etc. And try to build your own introduction. Okay. Here it was about the verb conjugation in this episode. The next episode we will take it a step further, and there we will do the conjugation of these verbs like comprender, escribir, vivir. Yeah, vivir is also there. I forgot to mention here, but we can write here. Vivir, ir, salir, and all those verbs which are ending in er and ir. Comer, aprender, etc. Okay, and other verbs will also be there, their names, and we're going to enlist them out. So all these things we will do in the next class. So if you had enjoyed this very session, do care to hit the like button. And since it is absolutely free of cost, so please care to share it with your friends. We will see each other in the next episode. Till then, adios.